On a movie. Today, we are going to talk about Oh My God 2, starring Pankaj Tripathi, Messenger of God.
Who?
Not this Messenger of God, this Messenger of God.
Har Har Mahadev.
Yeah, the censor board's Messenger of God, that is Akshay Kumar. And
Yami, you can't forget Yami Gautam in the film.
for the
Yami
first time, you
Gautam,
cannot.
Yami Gautam.
Is that Santur or Fair and Lovely? Santur.
She's in both.
Oh, okay. Never
Okay,
mind.
so Oh My God 2 is a comedy drama film that deals with the topic of sex education in Indian schools.
Education.
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 Well, the box office wise, this film released on August 11th and clashed with Gadar 2. So, uh, timing, wrong timing. Well, but still, the audience are showing it love. People are still going to the theaters. Even when we watched it quite late as well. The theater was pretty much full. So, as of now, in 8 days, the film has collected 91 crores in India and around 120 crores worldwide. And that is a decent number for a film that was basically
A certificate.
A
That's the
certificate.
first thing that's coming to my head. Censor board. Why?
BDFC.
Emergency. That's SPD, right? Yeah, first, give your quick review. What did you think of the movie?
I like the film. It was entertaining, which is the most important part for me in a film. I go to a film to get entertained. It was entertaining, the comedy was good, and the topic too, it was so sensitive.
Education.
Yeah, bro. It is about education. I'm talking about education. They were basically saying that, size doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Two, say size doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We said it.
Well, what did you think about this?
With writing, I was kind of little disappointed. The message, yeah, definitely, it's an important message. It's not just about size, there's more to it. We'll talk about that more later.
That's what everybody said.
Yeah, so writing had some big, I had some big flaws with the writing mostly, and the censor board. Guys, we're gonna talk heavy spoilers, what we liked, what we didn't like, what are those scenes, what are they talking about, who did what. So if you didn't watch the movie,
Well, what are you waiting for? Go watch the movie. We definitely recommend it.
yeah, but come back to the video again, okay? Don't forget.
We make furniture for the digital age. All our energy goes into understanding our customers' worries, then creating an experience that makes everything easy.
So, Pankaj Tripathi's character, that is Kanti. Kanti is a very good father, a loving husband, a loving father. He's very devoted to lordship. He's not very progressive at the beginning.
But that's his arc, which was not developed
It's not
properly. Yeah, it's just, and then this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my complaints. Yeah. So basically, this movie talks about a very taboo subject, that is masturbation and the consequences, which is kind of new. Like, in the whole Ayushman phase also, we spoke, like, Bollywood spoke about a lot of problems, but masturbation is more common than most of those problems. Masturbation is a bit taboo.
Yeah.
And talking about it is a brave move, and it's much necessary also, in my opinion.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are being very brave. Moving on, yeah. So this topic has been dealt with very nicely. They've brought about this whole arc where the main character, Pankaj Tripathi's son, masturbates in the school bathroom, and he's essentially bullied by a lot of his peers, by a lot of his classmates, and he's, I don't know, pushed into the bathroom maybe in a sort of a way.
No, but honestly, now that I think about this movie, like how relevant it is or how important it is, masturbation is very common. Like, I remember in sixth or seventh class is when we started talking about it among our peers.
Okay.
But how much of it, like, how
I was
much?
kind of worried where this is going.
No, definitely not that. But what about the sex education part of it? How much of sex education did we get? Like, I studied in Hyderabad, that's a metropolitan city.
I studied in Mysore. That is a nice city. Not metropolitan, but a good city.
But definitely convent.
Convent, yeah.
Yeah, convent. But Sex education?
None.
None. Same. So you also mentioned in the comments below how many of you people had sex education as part of your curriculum, or at least biology teacher explaining sixth and seventh topic in a co-education class, or you got the point, right? Explaining it properly. If
Again,
that happened
when
to
we
you,
say sex education, it's not just the reproduction system part of biology class that shows the male reproductive organ and a female reproductive organ. It's proper essential
it can involve
knowledge,
good touch, bad touch,
consent,
important topics like this. So
yes.
sexually transmitted diseases, these are all important.
While the main topic of the film is masturbation and what all the things that it led to, the foundation for this was bullying, and how the main character's son had, gotten bullied by all his peers, all his classmates, and how he got insecure about his own thing.
You're talking as if you never bullied anybody. Doesn't seem like it though.
Exactly my point. When we get to the serious crux of it, we've all bullied in the name of teasing or joking. We've bullied people, and
Correct.
we never really thought about the consequences that they had to go through.
Or the limit of
Yeah.
like the line where you have to draw yourself and refrain from hurting
Exactly. So
somebody.
I know when we are little, we don't really get to know all these things, but
Correct.
that is the kind of education that is also required. As we age, we tend to understand where the lines
Correct.
are and hold ourselves back with our jokes or whatever, become more sensitive. But there was a time when
Correct.
even we didn't know the line. When we think back now, we will know, whoa, that
Yeah,
was too much.
trust me, I felt a little bit, I was a little sad when watching all those sequences because not to that level, definitely for sure. But some or the other way, I
Yeah.
was a bully myself with some people, and I'm sorry, whoever, I didn't mean to. But yeah, but the important point about this whole portion is the main foundation of the story is the bunch of boys recording the video, but they were not penalized, or they were not
Exactly. So
they were not even in the frame except for that one scene, the police station scene. So
even in the police station scene, it was not the bullies.
Exactly.
Himself, it was the bully's father. So they've come and they've bullied the boy. The boy is going down the drain,
Correct.
essentially with
Yeah.
his mental sanity or whatever.
The movie was discussing more on the lines of what he was doing,
Yeah.
not and trying to justify that, rather than also talking about what they did and how wrong it is to.
This was basically like the main culprits of the film.
Correct.
Were
Not in the
even-
film.
Yeah.
The main important theme, the character arc of Pankaj Tripathi, he's 70% of the movie. Even though the kid is the victim, he's there like what, 10%,
Yeah,
4-5
yeah.
scenes barely. So it's Pankaj Tripathi who's taking the movie forward. So his character arc actually plays a very crucial role, which was kind of established in the first 20 minutes, and then it's just plain. So I didn't like that part of the writing also.
Yeah. So I wouldn't call it plain. His character gets established pretty early. The character arc as well gets established pretty early. So after that, he is essentially carrying the film forward with that new character and trying to influence other people to become like him.
But we should talk about Yami Gautam finally.
Bro, I really hated her in the film, and that proves her acting.
Yes,
She was
hated the
this-
character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was this arrogant, overconfident.
Oh my god.
I know.
I'm the best
pompous-
lawyer. I'm Harvey Specter of India.
Yeah, pompous and all
Yeah.
of that.
But again, see, that's the thing, right? Her nature is contributing to that, what her vibe is there.
Yeah.
But I wish her, the conflict that which was missing in the movie, if that was also like, she has a very weak case. Her
Yes.
attitude is taking it forward, but the case.
That, in my opinion, was not very good writing.
Exactly.
They had, I guess they decided that the film is going to be about this, and they just put up a case, a courtroom around it. So if you look at it legally, whatever happened to the boy, it's a very clear winning case for the boy's side, for Pankaj Tripathi's side. There was not really a lot that could be done by Yami Gautam or the other people who were, the defendants.
I think pretty much other than these, the movie was really good. But censor board.
Yeah, that
Why censor board? Why did you have 25 modifications? There are some portions legit where the lip sync is not matching. It's clearly evident that the story
that
structure
was
changed.
the film itself was, primarily depending on the emotions that was riding
Correct.
on the emotions of how they take all of the audience on this ride, emotional ride. And while we are on this ride, we get a sudden
Bump. And a very bad bump. Okay, I have one question for audience. Okay, see again, don't jump into comment box and judge me for whatever it is. Just listen to me carefully.
Okay, please go ahead.
No, please listen to me. Listen to my version and then do it.
Listen to me.
Yeah. So in general, when we have some problems, when we are struggling, we have some problems, right? What do? We go to God, we pray, we ask Him to help us out, correct? And what do we expect in return? God helping us out with something, any problem. That's how, in general, everybody is, right? So, similarly, in this movie also, there is a father whose son is suffering, where he legit prays to Lord Shiva, asking him to help. And if Lord Shiva is coming and helping him, what is the problem? Why should it be some messenger of God? Why Shiva can't help? Is it not okay with Shiva helping it? Why? I totally didn't understand why
With
that.
all the changes you suggested, it wasn't like we didn't know it was Lord Shiva on the screen.
Yeah.
So,
There was a legit change where it's talking about, remove the condom banner from the, in a
the
background.
film was about
Sex education,
for God's
exactly.
sake.
I didn't understand what were they trying to do. Are we? There is a, it's ironic that the movie is trying to talk about something, and the movie is suffering for same problem. Oh my god. So this is my opinion. I really didn't feel any necessity to, especially with I went through all the modifications. Maybe one, two are a little tricky, which I don't want to comment about. But most of them, I personally feel that was not necessary. You people also, did you feel it's necessary?
Of course, I don't know, it was spoiling my whole. I went there to get entertained. While I was getting entertained, all
Also
these
irritating.
were
Yeah.
really irritating because you see the characters are something else, the dialogue I'm hearing is something else. There's sometimes just disruption and a random scene that is an add-on scene. Very evidently, it is an add-on scene that comes up. कौन है ये लोग? कहाँ से आते हैं?
Bro, I feel like God received a lot of backlash for the kind of themes that was dealing with. Maybe that could be a reason why censor board was trying to be careful and avoid all those clashes. Maybe.
I mean, censor board, try harder next time if you're doing it for the audience. And talking about Oh My God 1, the first installment starring Paresh Rawal
And Akshay Kumar himself.
and Sri Krishna Akshay Kumar.
Sri Krishna Akshay Kumar. No censors. No censor Akshay Kumar.
I guess Krishna Bhagwan's
Yeah.
bhakts are a little
Are
more
okay.
peaceful,
Yeah.
which is ironic too, because this is Shiva. If you know, you know.
I felt the screenplay structure was same. Good life, conflict, realization, court case, crisis situation, God entry, helping. Not directly this time. That
Yeah.
was good, but yeah, helping. Again, conflict, pre-climax conflict. God in his Vishwaroop avatar,
Yeah.
and then winning the final episode.
So the structure was essentially same, but
It's just the
what
conflict.
I really felt was that exactly the conflict in the first installment was, there's a Nastic, someone who doesn't believe in God, and then there is God himself who is helping him out. And that itself is such a interesting chemistry because, well, because and in the second part, he was a God lover, and I don't know, it didn't feel like there was a lot of conflict. Even
Correct.
in the first part as well, all the gurus, all the godmen in the film, they were Mithun Chakravarti and other henchmen,
Hmm.
essentially. Did a really good job. There was very good conflict happening there. The whole arc of Paresh Rawal learning, reading all the holy books and coming up with these, arguments in the court, that was also organically built so that we could see a proper arc where a Nastic goes from being a Nastic to a believer in God. because he witnessed it. That was nice.
Correct.
And I felt that
That was
missing in
missing,
the second
exactly.
part.
The art part of Pankaj Tripathi was missing. That I definitely agree. But still, it's a movie.
Yeah, there's definitely a
But other two, I can definitely say that it's a really more than whether it's a good movie or bad movie. It's an important movie. It's discussing an important topic that people should watch. In fact, the theater that I went to, I saw this is a 8:50 a.m. show that I'm talking about, and I saw old people coming and watching the movie.
So if we talk about Oh My God 2 and Gadar 2, the only thing that's missing in either of one is in Oh My God 2 there is no title of a hack, and in Gadar 2 there is no real message. What is that?
Let's not get to that. So this is our opinion about Oh My God 2.
Yeah.
What do you think about the movie? Please mention that in the comments below.
But please do go and watch this film because it definitely deserves more than what it is making now. And
Correct.
also, I don't know, once it releases on OTT, show it to your teenage crowd in your house.
Yeah. Thanks to Censor Board. Wait for OTT, but please, and again, parents, please talk to your children. They are your children. These things should be talked out. And similarly, children, please talk to your parents. It's okay. They are your parents. They will understand at some point. With that, this is the end for episode. We'll be back with another interesting episode. For that, for that, subscribe to our channel for more updates like this. This is Maruti Acharya,
And I am Sanjay Ponnappa.
and you're watching India Today, SoSouth.